Black Metal Buddhas. I don't know who that is, but I love that name.
All right. It looks like we're live here on the other platforms.
Whoa.
But before we get into anything big, let's do this audio check here.
Check the mic.
Okay, you're sounding good, Ryan. Megan and I are sounding good too. Everyone does. Give us a you can hear us. Let me put the chat overlay on.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear us now? We are live to Instagram on the phone there, and then we're live to Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So hello. Welcome to Tuesday Night Unboxing.
Woo-hoo!
There's Ryan on camera
Unboxing.
1. Here's some comic books on camera 2. And here is Megan and Derek on camera 3. Hello. No Stephen Howarth today. He is working, but we're glad to be here because it's a big day, right, Ryan?
It is huge. You want to switch over? Well, I guess I don't know if you can.
Here, I can do it. Boop, there we go.
Look at this. Look at this massive DC pile here. Derek's very happy about that.
DC, fire.
Start with the DC fire pile. And actual, like, legitimately thick Marvel pile. Because Marvel has had so many delays. And we got some cool indies this week, too. But there's a lot. It's a lot of books.
A lot of things going on. So I'm going to share it to some groups here, but just real quick, any store business or store news you want to talk about, Ryan?
Nothing huge. Store news. No, not really. There's a lot of news.
News.
Things to talk about.
All right, do you have anything off the top of your head that's not on my list?
I don't know what's on your list, so that's hard to determine.
What isn't on his list?
Right.
I'll say this: there's 10 billion books this week, and usually I try to read this stuff Monday night, and so I can talk to you about it on the show. I didn't have time. I was here until about 10:30 last night, getting this stuff ready. Annie was working real late too. Yeah, so hopefully if I get home early enough tonight, maybe read some stuff, but I would rather price some stuff. We've had the same stale books up on our top shelves for a minute, and I have some fun stuff that is topical, some things that are maybe hot right now that I'd like to put up, but I need time to do that. So
let me know if there's any Superman.
The one fun Superman book, I already gave you a copy.
Awesome. Ruben says, hey, Pulp Fiction LB fam. Hey, Ruben, how are you? So right at the top, you want to talk about Mr. George Perez?
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was lead with the bummer or whatever, but some of you may have already heard, if you haven't already. Sad news. George Perez, amazing artist, so influential artist you can point at today and go, oh, that person's influenced by George Perez. Dude, just filled up pages with details and
a million characters.
He is not dead, but he made an announcement today that he is going to be dead very soon. Which I'm sorry if that comes. When things are sad, I make jokes. He announced today, I think it was today, that he has pancreatic cancer. And he is opting to not fight it at the stage that it is at. He doesn't want to spend the last however many months he has in and out of the hospital and all that kind of stuff. So they said they gave him about 6 months to something to live, and he let the whole public know that today. And that's just sad. At least we all get an opportunity to tell him how awesome he is and hopefully give him the full sum of his worth before he moves on. A lot of artists don't get that opportunity. Some die and, don't know how much of a legend they were before they passed away. Not that these are the most important things. I'm sure his family and whatever. He mentioned being his wife of 40 years and, he wants to spend as much time with her as he can before he moves on. So, sorry, this sad news. I'm going to attempt to see if I can't get some classic George Perez stuff in here. I think we might have like Crisis on Infinite Earths. And maybe we'll do some kind of a George Perez spotlight kind of thing. Because I know a lot of our customers probably A, don't even know who that is. And B, even if they have heard of him, maybe they don't know why they've heard of him.
Yeah, it's the seminal artist of DC Comics in the 1980s, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the new Teen Titans.
Yeah.
The Crawl the Crisis stuff. I mean, just incredible.
Later, a ton of Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
He did a run in Avengers that's pretty outstanding.
Yeah.
And
didn't he do West Coast Avengers too at one point?
I think he did so much stuff.
Yeah.
I am not going to try to be the George Perez expert. One of our customers, Robert Bagshaw, excuse me. I don't ever see you anymore, Robert. You made me forget your name. He posted a really sweet thing on Instagram. He's just like he has tons of George Perez original artwork and all these pictures of him meeting him at conventions and stuff. And he said he was like crying by the time he was done making the post. That's how I found out about it. I saw Bagshaw's post. So
yeah, very approachable at cons and stuff. He loved
always wear those big colorful shirts.
Yeah, loved cosplayers and fanboys and fangirls, and never was a type of precious artist where he didn't want to like hang out with you or talk with you or take pictures and stuff. So
yeah.
super chill guy.
Yeah.
Both Rick Rock 34 and Ruben bring up something I was about to bring up too. Wonder Woman. I mean, his Wonder Woman run definitely.
All right. Yes, his Wonder Woman run. Yeah.
Brought like brought back the Greek gods and made it like super epic and all these characters and stuff. So amazing talent. So hopefully he will continue to be remembered and go out like a champ. Any other George Perez memories if you guys want to share anything in the chat?
I won't say who said this, but somebody said, hey, I bought a signed Perez CGC book today. I am a horrible person. Yes, hey, you are.
You know what?
Yes, you are. No, that's fine. Yeah, everybody get your George Perez books. Yes. Okay, that's enough. George Perez. Death is for the dead and life is for the living.
Hey, legends never die, as they say.
Legends never die.
So LA Comic Con happened. Any news out of that?
Probably, but nothing that I picked up on. I was pretty busy. I know a few of our customers went. But no, haven't heard back from them yet. I'll see them this Wednesday, and then I'll start asking people how was LA Comic Con.
I think it was kind of similar to they hadn't had in 2 years, so I think it's kind of similar vibe to that special edition San Diego Comic Con, where it's more centered on like artists and retailers rather than big media, big Hollywood stuff.
I like to hear that about retailers. Yeah. Obviously, we're all any advantage that we can get is a good one. I hope that buyers found good deals and good stuff to buy, and I hope retailers made money.
Yeah.
And we had Rocket Press here over the weekend.
Oh, cool. Yeah, let's talk about that.
They were going to go to LA Comic Con, but they decided they got a young kid, and they just, for the price of the booth and everything, they just decided to opt out of conventions, and they have enough business that they don't really need to. So good for them. It was good. We had about 5 or 6 people bringing some books. If we continue to make it a regular thing, it'll be their decision to do that. But if we can get them in here the first Saturday of the month and kind of make it a more regular thing, people can get more accustomed to doing it. I gave them a ton of books, so y'all can look forward to whenever the heck I get any of that stuff. It's probably going to be a long time. But if I have any CGC slab unboxing videos next year, that stuff will have been through Rocket Pressing.
Did Annie give them any books? So that's what I really want to
know. No, she didn't. I'm surprised. She's busy.
Guys, we have Stephen Howarth watching on my channel.
Oh.
He says it sounds good, and he's also happy to see a double dose of DC this week. And then David Enrique Chang, who I always lovingly call Mr. Chang, he reminds us that George Perez was in the Pulp Fiction store in 2007. That's right.
No kidding?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do. I got a picture of him somewhere. And Louis says, hoping to see the store doing more collaborations with Rocket Pressing. Yeah, people seem to really like that.
They're really sweet. It's a husband and wife run the business, and they're really, really nice. And they also might give us some stuff for what the hell? I'm so tired. when it's somebody else's thing and you put it in your store.
Comorbidity, co-signing,
Co-signing. Whatever
commission,
the hell it's called. They might give some
consignment.
Consignment. Thank you. Give us some stuff in consignment. We'll start small and see how it goes. Any plans to have artist signings next year? That's a question on Instagram. Absolutely. I just need to regroup, and we will get that going. I also there's a lot of remodeling I want to do to the store that I'd like to get done before we start having a lot of big signings again. But yes, definitely look forward to that to next year. Give us some recommendations. Who do you want to see? And before you start just throwing things out there,
whose phone was that? Yours?
That was mine. I don't know how to make it not vibrate. I'm sorry.
How dare you? It's too loud.
Try to find out if creators are local, because I'm not going to fly somebody out.
Jim Lee
and
Stanley
and people that are alive. And
Jim Lee's alive. How dare you?
And also people that are not so busy that they never do anything.
Scott Snyder with his cousin Zack Snyder.
Scott Snyder lives in New York.
Tom Taylor.
Tom Taylor, I think, lives in Australia.
Same thing. he wants to get out of there. Come on over here, Tommy Taylor.
Yes.
My version of Tom Taylor lives in Boston.
Local artists would be cool. I want to get Dustin Nguyen in here. I know some of you guys are big fans.
Yes.
He's pretty local, and I've always loved his artwork. I'd like to get him in here and get a big signing event for him. Also, I'll say this. Try to use your imagination, because it's not on camera right now. Imagine the DC wall, the back wall.
That's all I think about.
It's true.
And I'm going to move it over right next to Marvel. So that's going to make everybody really happy. This is neighbors getting along. And we're going to open up that back wall for something next year. Something. I don't know what yet. I'm having a lot of conversations with people, but we are going to be, Ryan is letting go of his curmudgeonly, no, I don't want anything here that's not a comic book or thing to read. We will diversify our merchandise. I've already been talking to a lot of exciting companies and seeing what kind of accounts I can get. I've been denied by GTS something to get Magic the Gathering cards.
How would anybody deny you, Ryan?
She was so sweet. She called me back and she was so nice. I was like, I just want to talk to Brian Skinner. I'm like, well, this is he. Like, oh, well, hello. How are you? Oh, well, I'm doing just fine. Okay, so we're not taking any more new accounts. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for calling me back.
The nicest rejection ever.
That is a great customer service. That's you'd rather hear it in person.
Hey, didn't someone call the store once asking if we carried, you know what, merchandise? Pulp Fiction SEX toys or something?
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe that's what we'll get into. No, I have some fun, exciting ideas, and it'll be a lot of some of it, at least, we'll be collaborating with some of our local people. And the wares that they make and do or are involved with. So we'll see. 2022 endeavor. But in the meantime, let me know what kind of things you'd like to see in the store. I've been soliciting interest. Tell me what you guys want to see.
Movie posters.
Yeah, movie posters. Okay. All right.
Go a little bigger.
I'll think about it.
A Superman room.
Well, all right then. And just like that, Derek is no longer being taken seriously.
Oh, how dare you? Ruben says Mark Draco should come sign.
Sure.
Rick Rock says fly in Andrea Moody. Sounds good.
Andrea Moody lives in Prague. We'll work on that.
And Luis says, but will Ryan remodel the back door so we can see what's hidden behind it?
No.
He wants you to put a room full of pipes.
I will. I'll start raffling off free backroom tours for $200.
Look like ghost tours.
On Instagram, somebody wants a cool refreshment stand. We'll see about that. Get sponsored by Liquid Death. I'd be okay with that. I drink a lot of that. I drink that water a lot.
Megan, what's the name of the hangout place in Buffy?
Oh.
What's that?
Do you remember the hangout place in Buffy?
The place where the imaginary place where people under the age of 18 or 21 or whatever go and hang out in a nightclub?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember what it's called, but I always thought that was really funny. Do those places exist? Are they just like it's a nightclub? There's just no alcohol.
I used to go to like some all ages bars.
Okay.
One bar.
Okay.
When I was a kid. You had to wear a big stamp.
Okay. And then another person would like to see some comic, sci-fi, horror T-shirts to buy in the store. Definitely thinking about apparel.
There we go.
I have some folks that make T-shirts that are customers here that I really like the stuff that they do. So maybe some limited edition stuff, collaborations. I'm working on a new logo. Once, if I ever get that going, well, I definitely hope to have some Pulp Fiction Long Beach merchandise as well. Okay, that's enough.
Rick Rock says, "Do it, a speakeasy in the back."
All right. Hey, all I want to do is have a bar, okay? But
Tiki bar. Ryan's
we'll
tiki
work
bar.
on it. Okay. What else? What else is on your list?
Okay, so what else is going on in the world of nerddom? I'll get through a couple pop culture things real quick. Shang-Chi just announced
Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi Part 2 and a TV show.
I didn't hear about the TV show.
Yep. But no Eternals news so far. And we all like Shang-Chi here, right? You saw it? Andy saw it? Tom Holland signed up for 3 more Spider-Man movies.
Oh, I thought he said he was like done doing
He was
it.
throwing so much shade, but I think it might have been
Maybe that was
negotiating.
A play.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So 3 more,
That's
another
good.
trilogy.
I think people want to see him grow up.
Yeah,
You know?
because he said if I'm playing Spider-Man in my 40s, I'm doing something wrong.
Sure, but we'd like to see him playing him in his 20s.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
already in his 20s. We
I'm
didn't
sure.
like on screen. We want to pretend that he's still in his 20s.
Yeah. And then Hawkeye episode 3 happened. I don't think you guys saw it, but Megan and I saw it, and it might be the best episode.
Yeah, I heard a lot of people say that the 3rd episode. I find I'm really enjoying the show. Only I'm a simple man of simple pleasures. Christmas in New York is a very easy way to get me to enjoy anything. Actually, after we're done watching, we watched Home Alone 2 this week.
Oh, nice.
I think probably because of the show. But I do think it's a little slow. I think it's a little sleepy.
3rd episode definitely picks up.
I heard the 3rd episode definitely picks up, so that's good.
Our we had a birthday party for our niece, and our nephew spoiled the new Home Alone for us. There's a new Home Alone on Disney Plus, and I was like, "Oh, what about this?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, when this happens at the end," I'm like,
"Is anybody in it?"
I don't know.
Like,
I think it's all new people.
That's all anybody wants to see is Macaulay
But there's a
Culkin.
twist. There's a major twist.
Joe Pesci is not in it, that's for sure.
I don't know.
Roger Stern's dead?
No, is he?
I don't know. John Hurt's dead.
John Hurt's dead.
I don't know. Whatever. We're not.
It's a new one.
Let's move on.
So we saw Hawkeye 3. We liked it. We also finished Rebels, Star Wars Rebels. So if you have any Star Wars fans out there, you really need to watch that show. It might be close tied with Clone Wars.
They just announced Sabine Wren is going to be in the live action stuff. So now her first comic book appearances are going through the roof.
Yeah, and basically we won't spoil anything, but the way the show ends, it's definitely like, okay, this is what they're going to do with the Ahsoka show. Like it's going to be a continuation of Rebels. Pretty much.
Which is super exciting.
Super exciting.
Rebels is my favorite.
Cool. Yeah, very good. And I finally finished the Supergirl show, which will make Don Schmidt happy. Don Schmidt loved it. Did not end well.
Okay.
Sadly, no. But
she didn't have a great time on that show, right? She had a pretty toxic relationship with one of the cast members.
That was I think Batwoman, not Supergirl.
All right, I'm not going to try to pretend.
But anyway, went 6 seasons, so good for it. But they're doing a crossover in the CW, and they're bringing back Black Lightning. So I love Black Lightning. It's one of my favorite characters. Movie news is kind of slow. We're just kind of waiting for The Matrix to come out. You seen that new trailer?
Oh yeah, is that coming out soon?
Yeah, the 22nd of December. And then did you finally see the trailer for Nightmare Alley? We finally watched it.
I keep seeing it, funnily enough, on TV spots. Like my wife's watching TV, and I'm like, "What is this? This looks rad as hell!" Yeah. Oh, this is the new Del Toro movie. I can't wait to see this.
We watched the whole 3-minute trailer. Got no idea what it's about.
Yeah.
But I think it's good. It's just weird stuff happening.
I love it when a trailer, you watch it and you don't know anything about what's going on.
Yeah. Guillermo del Toro is the man.
That's cool.
I like that, but only if you can figure it out within the next 10 minutes of it starting. You're 10 minutes into the movie and you still don't know what's going on. You're kind of like,
I love never knowing what's going on. I'll watch a whole movie and not know what's going on.
That's like Christopher Nolan.
And then I think about it the whole day. I'm like, what was going on? So that's cool. I'm very excited for Matrix. I hope it doesn't suck.
It looks really good.
I'm willing to accept that it might, but I'm very excited.
Well, it's from the director. The director's the woman who wrote it too.
Yeah.
So.
I'm a Matrix kid for sure. Out of all the stuff, like like a Matrix sequel to me is more interesting probably than a lot of other things. Well, until they make another Mad Max movie.
Heck yeah.
Okay, what else?
And
the
then
Spider-Verse trailer.
Spider-Verse, we saw that. Yeah, did you like that? You're that's your favorite. Tell everyone what do you feel about Spider-Verse. I'm gonna click it over to you.
Oh, I hope you don't have anything bad to say about it.
Oh, with Miles Morales, I love it's one of my top favorite movies ever.
You don't have to go this far with me, but I think it's the best superhero movie ever made.
I wouldn't disagree with
It's
that.
her favorite Spider-Man movie for
It's
sure.
absolutely
so
the best Spider-Man movie.
She watches it on repeat.
I haven't watched it in a while.
So there's my hot take. I don't mind doing it.
I'm excited for the second one. I hope it's as good as the first one, although
It looks like the same.
They also announced it's part 1 of 2. They're doing a 2-part.
I saw that. Yeah,
it's exciting.
my wife didn't understand. She's like, "Did we just watch part 1?
Yeah.
The trailer was that part 1?
Well, what's this one called? Into the Spider
Across the
Spider-Verse. They're being a little too clever with these.
Yeah.
No way home. I want to go
I
home.
know.
Mommy, feed me at home. Across the Spider-Verse, into the Spider-Verse.
I'm excited because Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah, he looks
so
vicious.
Cool.
He's coming after him in that one.
I loved him so much when I was a kid. I dressed up as him. I have to find these pictures of little Ryan dressed up as little comic book characters. My dad would be like, "What do you want to be for Halloween?" And I would pick the most complicated thing in the world. I want to be Ghost Rider. I want to be Spawn. I want to be Spider-Man 2099.
I want to be on fire, Dad.
Little paper mache flames over my bald skull cap head. All right, that's cool. What else?
We went to I had toe surgery, so I'm limping. That's why Megan's here to help me out. But before my foot was inoperable, we went to Disneyland, and we finally went on the Smuggler's Run
Oh, so
ride
good.
at Star Wars.
So
Land.
good.
You haven't been to Star Wars Land yet?
I've been to Disneyland.
So we did Rise of the Resistance, and that's like the premier ride at Disneyland now. It's like the hour-plus wait.
Mhm.
But we actually kind of liked Smuggler's Run slightly better because they have a Clone Wars character in it. They have Hondo in it.
Clone Wars and Rebels.
And Rebels. And his character, Hondo,
Mm-hmm.
he is voiced by Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh.
Oh.
And a bunch of other things.
How about that?
So you actually get to pilot the Millennium Falcon. Megan drove the Millennium Falcon. We didn't crash. We didn't die.
Your parallel park the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that was our fun experience at Disneyland.
It was
Fun.
a lot of fun.
That's true.
My dad got me some gift certificates to go to Disneyland. And I forgot about it until just now. So
Oh, you're gonna go?
You should
Well, I haven't been since I was like in college. So
Oh yeah,
it's been a
gonna.
long time.
That's totally gonna be surprising. And I showed you that they sell comic books there now.
That's cool. I like that. Is anybody buying them?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's neat that they have them.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, did you figure out yet what Dark Horse is doing with Star Wars now? They just announced that they're doing new Star Wars stuff. Yeah,
Dark Horse?
Dark Horse.
No.
Which makes no sense because
I
they
would have to
lost the
see
license.
said announcement. I trust but verify.
Okay,
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, that was a big deal because it all went to Marvel, right? With IDW doing the kids stuff.
Yeah, that's super weird. I did hear that Image might be the new home. I saw a rumor that Image might be the new home for some of the other IDW licenses like Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Oh, that'd be big.
Which Image doesn't really do any licensed stuff. So I don't know. No, I'm not paying attention. I'm not plugged in. I think Dark Horse doing Star Wars comics is a huge surprise.
Can you Google that? Dark Horse doing a Star Wars again. I think that might be it on my news front. There's more stuff, but we'll get into questions and things later.
Sure.
The big deal here in the store was that you didn't have books of DC for a little bit. But what happened? Did you get them?
Everything arrived yesterday. The only thing I'm missing are
They are doing it.
some ratio variants. Like I don't have my Batman ratio variants this week. That's really annoying. But I have pretty much all of the regular comics. So everybody that has their polls should be caught up on DC. A lot of people already came and picked up their books and were like, "Oh my goodness, it's huge." I'm like, "Well, it's 2 weeks."
Okay, great. Megan, read that real quick.
Dark Horse Comics returns to the Star Wars galaxy. New all-ages comics and graphic novels from the storied publisher
Storied
All
publisher
ages. Interesting.
will debut in spring of 2022.
That makes me think that maybe IDW is done now with the all ages stuff.
Yeah, because you just said they're losing their licenses.
Well, IDW was in trouble before the pandemic, so I don't know. I am not here to speculate. You can go to Bleeding Cool, see what Rich has to say.
Yeah, this is from StarWars.com.
Yeah.
It says from the High Republic through the rise of the First Order with new exciting stories produced in collaboration with Lucasfilm and Disney Worldwide Publishing.
Fascinating. I don't know, but if I was a guessing man and a betting man, I would say that probably means that IDW is done doing the all ages Dark Horse books.
Star Wars books.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's right. Which goes along with what you're
where does Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles go then? If IDW
DC Comics.
Yes, they've done a lot of collaborations with them. You're not maybe you're not wrong.
Sven says he wants to see hangable frames, ideally with motion sensors to trigger opacity at the back of the store.
Okay, Sven, we'll get right on it.
And then Louise says, my favorite Spider-Man movie is Spider-Man Home Alone. Like No Way Home, Home Alone. I got it.
Okay.
All right. Luis says, I went on Rise of the Resistance a few months ago with my family. I love the theming. One of my little cousins started wandering away from the waiting area right before the ride. One of the cast members who was playing a First Order officer chastised my little cousin in a villainously threatening way, and everyone loved it.
Oh.
But did the kid love it?
Yeah. I love threatening children. It's my favorite.
So fun. So good. All right. Let's get on to what we're here for.
Comics?
Comics? Let me cut to the comics. Look, comics. Boom. What do we got today, pal?
All right, let's do it. Lots of DC stuff to do. Starting with new Batman creative team. Again, I say I have not read any of this stuff yet. I'm coming fresh. This is as fresh as it gets. They might as well just come out of the box. They did come out of the box. This is an unboxing show.
What's in the box?
Batman 118 is the first issue written by Joshua Williamson. It's drawn by, I almost said Alfred Molina, but that's an actor. I forget his first name. Ooh, this is pretty. Does this show up on camera?
Yep.
So I was kind of curious, just like artwork. Look at that. Keep getting interrupted by the artwork.
Wow.
So haven't had a chance to read it yet. I will try to read it tonight. There's a lot of just big old
splash pages,
artwork flexing in this first issue.
So last week,
really going for it.
Last issue was the end of Fear State.
So we also have Fear State Omega. So that's the end of the Fear State stuff. And
it started with Alpha, right?
Yeah, they're doing the. I thought DC was smarter than that, but they're doing the same thing that Marvel did, and I hate it. I hate both of them for doing it. So that's I think effectively the end of the Tinian run, and now Batman 118 is the beginning of the Joshua Williamson run. We'll see how long it lasts. Good luck, Josh Williamson.
Who's a friend of the store, right? Or was back in the day.
Josh Williamson used to be somewhat local. He used to pop into the store. I have friends that are friends. We have a couple of different covers for Batman 118. That's the main cover there. Jorge Molina, I think is his name. I'm remembering. Jorge Molina. Here's a really cool, I always want to say Bogdanovich. I can't remember his name. Really cool cover, very moody. Cardstock cover.
Yeah, that was that kind of became a thing, right? Because that's an homage cover.
Yes, it says after Todd McFarlane. So this is, I guess, riffing on. I didn't catch that. Yes, a homage cover to McFarlane's Spider-Man, I guess.
Yeah, but that got really popular, right? A lot of people were pre-ordering that, I guess.
This particular cover?
I don't know if here. I just read that online.
Sure. We had a lot of people get it. I like this. They wrote on the front, all new collector's item issue, ?
Yeah, so they're being a little
they're being very
cheeky.
cute. Yeah.
Do you know anything about the storyline? Is it Batman leaving Gotham, supposedly, I hear? Maybe you don't know.
I literally know nothing. I know nothing, Jon Snow. Yes. Looks cool though. I see a young Punchline. Little girl dressed up like Punchline? No idea. Little girl dressed up like Punchline asking Batman if she can get his autograph.
That doesn't seem appropriate.
So we'll see. Batman 118. Come and check it out. We have a ton of DC annuals this week, including Batman. This is actually written by Tinian, so maybe that's the last thing written by Tinian.
No, that's the Ghostmaker. So what was this? I was talking to Wendy about this on her little Wednesdays with Wendy thing. I love DC. I'm looking at my new DC shirt here. DC, fire, fire, fire. But I'll throw a little shade DC's way, which I know is not the point of the story. But a lot of these annuals, Ryan, are finishing stories. So the Ghostmaker storyline was like the backup story for the last 6 issues or whatever, right, of the Batman book, and this is the last episode of it.
Oh, that's
So if you wanted to like understand this story,
I will
hopefully
say though, this Ghostmaker, I don't know this.
the
this
art
looks
is
like,
great, right?
Is this Mila Giannis? No, this is. I don't know who this is, but it's really good.
It's been a really, really good backup story.
Just a great action.
Yeah, and they create a lot of in the Tinian fashion. They create a lot of new characters for this storyline. It's a big Ghostmaker action set piece.
Big anime vibes here. Very cool.
So yeah, I don't think this is Fear State. I don't think Batman's in that. I think it's just all Ghostmaker.
But I was just saying that it looks like it's scripted.
Oh, I'm
by
sorry.
Tinian,
Do all that again. I had the camera on me.
it's okay.
But show what you were showing.
Oh,
me, please.
all right.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Instagram saw it, but the world didn't see it.
Here, some cool stuff here.
That is very cool.
It does say on the front, the Ghostmaker saga concludes
Yeah.
for your whatever.
So I know it's that one. I think there's another annual too that like it's Justice League Dark.
Hey, call me old man, but I think an annual should be a self-contained story.
That's what I said. I said annuals are your reward. Like you get a big thick book that doesn't fit into current storylines. You can just pick it up and read it and love it.
So it's really annoying. It's controversial in here. People are used to Michael, the former owner, giving the annual to everybody that was subscribed to the thing,
which I think you should do.
That's fine. I'm sure of course the customer wants that, but we inevitably half the people would put it back on the wall. So it's like
on the wall,
Derek, on the wall.
How dare they? Well, then that's when you have me come
It's a
rough
big
them
waste.
up.
It's a big waste of money.
How dare they?
Well,
annuals are usually good. Annuals are usually very fun.
Some people go, "Oh, it's a side story. I don't want it. I just want the main thing."
How dare
they?
You send those people me and Megan's way.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the pace here. We have Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giants.
Oh, so cool.
Very neat. This looks like Lee Bermejo here in the front. Maybe not.
Is that a wraparound cover or?
It is actually. No, it's not a wraparound. It's just the same cover mirrored on the back. So hey, you know the score. 100-page Giants are a bunch of short stories, different creative teams. This one focusing on Batman's Rogues Gallery. That's the main cover, by the way. And I did get a few of these. I got some different covers here. Not sure who this is, but it's beautiful. Poison Ivy cover.
Down a little bit from your. That's beautiful.
Very neat. Probably my favorite here, Frank Quietly coming in with Penguin. Don't get to see Frank Quietly very often.
It's Frank Quietly.
Very cool. Yeah. Anyway, a bunch of short stories. We love anthologies here. Short stories are cool. I did order enough to get a 1-in-25 ratio variant by Mr. Matina.
Whoa, that is awesome.
And a lot of other stores must have gotten them too because it's not going for that much. So $14.99. It's a deal. It's a steal. It's a steal.
It's a deal.
Got all of your favorite bad guys on it, like Firefly, and actually the rest of them are legit. We have a Joker annual this week. Also written by Tinian, with the whole darn thing drawn by Francesco Francavilla.
Wow, that is dope.
So don't miss that. That's
very
worth
neat. The price of admission.
We really like Francavilla interiors.
Wow.
Last time I saw any Francavilla interiors for Batman stuff was in the Scott Snyder detective run, or Black Mirror now, as people know that storyline. Very cool.
Didn't he do a little bit with Tom King or no?
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did, but I don't read it.
Luis says, love that Joker.
I do love that Joker.
Adam says, hello, everyone. Robert says, that one has the Danny DeVito penguin story in it, by the way.
Oh, neat. Oh, yeah, it says DeVito on the front cover. That's
is that why that cover? Oh, that is dope.
Look
That's
at
worth
that.
the price of admission right there.
DeVito, right there.
So the penguin wrote a story about the penguin?
That's awesome. Well, I heard that he wants to play the penguin again
He
or
does.
something. Yeah.
It's because Michelle Pfeiffer came out.
Right.
Well, because we're getting Keaton
right.
next year
Right.
in the
So
Flash
we
as Batman.
we
So
want to play.
Michelle Pfeiffer raised her hand
That's
and says,
awesome.
I'm ready for Catwoman again. And then DeVito raised his flipper and said, I'm ready for Penguin again.
Yeah.
To which I think, I was telling Megan about this, I think someone who either wrote or even it was Tim Burton came out and said that hot take that Penguin did not die at the end of Batman Returns. And I'm like, I thought that fool was dead.
I haven't seen Batman Returns since I was a kid. And I have a strong urge to watch both the Tim Burton movies.
So good.
Okay. Very cool, very fun. Dan Hipp, alternate cover there for the Joker annual.
So cool.
Dan Hipp is going to be popping up on covers a lot soon from the solicitations. All right, more stuff that I do not know what it is. Actually, this one I kind of know. New series, Justice League Incarnate.
Yes, that's so cool.
So this is like all the different Earths characters. These are guys that were bumming around in Infinite Frontier.
Correct.
All right. So
yes,
if you're reading Infinite Frontier,
and they came out of the big end of the Justice League run, and
right?
And Dark Knight's death metal.
So we got Val Zod.
No, that's
that's
Calvin
Superman.
Ellis, President
Calvin
Superman.
Ellis.
Yeah.
Then we have Thomas Wayne.
Yep.
Captain Carrot.
Yep.
And the rest I don't know. They look like alternate versions of characters that were introduced maybe for Infinite Frontier.
Yep.
It's not Mary Marvel, right?
That does look like Miss Marvel there.
Okay. Anywho, who is Dr. Multiverse? I don't know. Is it a new character?
It's like a Dr. Manhattan.
New character. So I got this really rad cardstock cover.
Wow, that's dope.
Scary Thomas Wayne.
But except this is a nicer Thomas Wayne. He's not the bad one we've been seeing.
Yeah. They had to square that circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe this is Dr. Multiverse. This is going for a bunch of money online, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it's a very pretty cover. But here's the 1:25 ratio variant for Justice League Incarnate.
Whoa.
Maybe that's Dr. Multiverse. Perhaps that's why it's going up in value a little bit. $39.99.
What a deal.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's a deal, but it's less than what it's going for online. So
Ruben says you forgot to get that 100 page. You got more of that?
Yeah. Not a ton, but I think I have like 10 copies.
Come get it, Ruben. And Louis says, I'm still waiting for that Danny DeVito to make a comic book based on the Trash Man from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Trash Man. I put the trash all over the... Yeah. I'm a massive It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan. If anybody else, I have a shirt that I would love to wear, and I can't. I don't fit in it. I just wear pants and I'll wear it.
Megan sees that I have that problem.
More annuals. Nightwing annual, teaming up with Red Hood.
So yeah, Tom Taylor's was pumping that one for a while.
Looks like fun. Like these little things that get down and focus on specific relationships between characters. Another new book this week. Star Squadron. And it's too bad we don't have Steve here. He's here in spirit.
So excited about that.
This is his boy, Mark Russell.
So excited about that. We got Red Tornado on there, right? It feels like the old Justice League International vibe.
Looks like a Justice League International
from the 80s
style book. And I know we had Booster or Blue and Gold recently, but that was good. But I think you need somebody like Mark Russell to really make like a Justice League International thing kind of pop.
And what's the thing on that? They're heroes for hire. Almost. It just
says Superman level service at bizarro prices. So I guess so. Oh, it's drawn by Steve Lieber. This is great.
Yeah,
I can't wait to read it. Yay! I love Steve Lieber. Mark Russell's great. Is that Dave Stewart doing the colors? I love it when everybody my dead air while I try to figure out, well, why don't they just put the credits right up at the front of the book? Oh, you drive me crazy, comic books. It should be on the very first page. All right, I give up.
We forgot to mention that Justice League Incarnate is written by Joshua Williamson as well.
No, it's written by Mark Russell.
No, that one.
Justice League Incarnate is written by I mean, he wrote all the Infinite Frontier stuff, so that follows.
Ruben says Star Squadron was a good book. Actually read it today. They're essentially D-list heroes for hire.
Oh, I can't wait. That sounds like something right up my alley. Here's kind of a somber, sad Red Tornado.
Aw.
Everybody say bye, Annie.
Bye, Annie. We love you. You're the best. George Lucas is on the stream, everybody. George Lucas says,
"Oh,
what's up, Pulp Fiction?"
George Lucas.
What's up, George?
You should have done this with Star Wars. I can't believe you did that thing instead. Okay, we have Superman Son of Kal-El annual.
Oh, very nice. And he is confronting Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's
back. And who are you supposed to be? Is this really their first time meeting? I guess so.
No, they met in Super Sons before.
Very cool. Very cool. Annuals. This was really late. In fact, I thought that we had already gotten this and we just sold out of them. So I messed up. This is actually new this week. This is a local comic shop day variant for Task Force Z #2. We just got him this week. So foil cover.
That's right. Can you go like this? Up and down? Yeah, there we go. Perfect. I actually read Task Force Z and DC versus Vampires. Both great.
Yeah, that looked like fun.
Some people said, "Oh, I like more one than." I think they're both equally awesome.
I saw an Instagram thing where Batman's like testing the Bat family to make sure they're not vampires, and then they all look at Damian when they're done. And he's like, "Everybody needs to stop acting so surprised when it turns out I'm not a vampire."
I love it. That's very cute.
Cool. Hey, you want another new Superman book this week?
Always.
How about World of Krypton?
Yes, I hear that's great. I hear that's really good, actually.
Robert Venditti. Oh, it's Michael Van Oming. Wow, they're letting Van Oming do a DC book?
Wow.
That actually kind of makes it really interesting. DC,
Look at that art.
I say, because of the New 52, and it's changed a lot, I think that they suffer, Marvel too, but they suffer from house style. There's a lot of artists that just don't fit at DC Comics, and it's nice to see them been breaking out of that in the last year or two.
Explain what that means to the uninitiated.
House style means like, you only hire artists that kind of fit some. I would say for a long time, DC house style were artists were like David Finch or Jason Fabok, Jim Lee.
So, for example, for the New 52 redesign, Jim Lee did all the redesigns.
Right.
So you'd have to try to fit into that.
But like somebody like Riley Rossmo or something like that would never gotten a New 52 gig, probably.
Right.
But we've come a long way since then. So that's cool. Just also the cover. They should let Matt Van Oming do the cover. I mean, it's a really pretty cover, but it's so unlike what's on the artwork on the inside. I like Michael Van Oming.
Oh, earlier, Megan, I have to mention Matthew Schaefer said that he likes the dinosaur with purple pants, the Godzilla with the purple pants. That's all Megan, Matt, on the artwork here on our thing.
Oh,
it's an inside joke because Ryan loves Godzilla, and someone talked about dinosaurs with purple pants, right?
Yes.
So she put purple pants on there. George Lucas also says Oswald's Body is a great read.
Oh yeah, I agree. I really enjoyed it.
Good job, George.
Okay.
Can I tell you something, Ryan, that you don't care about?
It's my favorite.
That Flash in the Justice League Incarnate.
Uh-huh.
She's the Flash from China, from the all Superman. Remember they did the Chinese Flash? And then, as you said, that Doc Multiverse is a new character. That is her.
Okay, there you go.
And then the Captain Carrot, and then that is Mary Marvel. And then it's Aqua Woman. And there's a character who is a spoof of Larson's character.
Savage Dragon.
He's named Dino Cop.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's a little bit of a spoof.
Yeah, and then their version of Thor is named Thunderer.
Okay, great.
I thought you should just know that.
Yeah, I actually do appreciate it. I care about that. You were wrong. I did care. Okay, last stop in our DC tour is definitely worth it. Haven't had a chance to read it yet, but boy howdy, have I seen some artwork. Wendy was reading this and flipping. She kept showing me, look at this page, look at that page. We finally got Wonder Woman Historia of the Amazons.
Whoa.
This book is incredible looking. We had Oliver Asuna come in here and buy one, and it didn't take long. He posted on Instagram. He said you'd be hard pressed to find a better illustrated book than this year. Just look at this. Wowie zowie. Wowie zowie. That's page 2, like 3. So this is all done by Phil Jimenez. Oh my.
Wow.
And I can't wait to read it. I don't really have too much to say about it other than the artwork is stunning.
Phil Jimenez hasn't been around for a minute, right?
No, he has not done anything crazy in a while.
Annie did read that, and she said it was great.
So very excited about this. Wow, this is. I'll give you the here, Derek. Here's a little nugget for you.
Give me a nugget.
Marvel doesn't do anything like this. Marvel never does anything like this. And it's pretty exciting that DC does.
That's incredible.
We do have a couple of alternate covers. This looks like Olivia Coipel. It is Olivia Coipel. Open over cover there.
Dang, that's sick.
Very pretty. Very cool.
She has a very domestic looking, non-magical looking dog there.
Yeah. Dog's like, I'm just here. It's cool.
She's looking all badass.
She doesn't need protection.
Yeah, she's got antlers and then a lasso of truth, and then just sort of a little dog.
That's pretty funny. And then there's a 1 in 25 ratio variant that looks like a kind of cool like artifact almost.
Yeah, look at
You
that.
probably can't see this on camera, but it actually is textured like leather.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Like if you touch it, it feels like leather. So very cool.
It's 44.
What's that?
$44.99.
$44.99. Yeah, those are going for like $50 plus online. That's it for DC. Let's all go home.
Got a couple comments here. George Lucas says Dan Jurgens is best by far for DC. I think that's when we were talking about style before. I agree that I don't know if I'd say the best, but I agree, George. I love the Dan Jurgens style. Luis or Adam says, I love Godzilla too. I have a King Kong versus Godzilla book waiting for it to be shipped to me. Please post about that in the group when you see it or when you get it. Ruben says Historia is Phil Jimenez's absolute masterpiece. Luis says, I haven't gotten a chance to pick up that Wonder Woman, but I definitely want to. David Chang says, there you go. Get Phil Jimenez in the store. He grew up in Cyprus.
No kidding.
Didn't know that. Thank you, Mr. Chang.
Okay.
Ruben says, Luis, definitely get it. It's beautiful art. And then George Lucas says, is that bigger book bigger than your standard comic book size?
Yes, it's magazine format. A lot of the DC Black Label books opt for a magazine format. We do have magazine bags and boards in here, and we also have magazine boxes to store that stuff. It's worth it. They're doing it because that's how the Europeans do it. The artists want to work in that format because they can that at that ratio you can see their artwork better. There's less restrictions. It's like kind of watching a movie in IMAX. I love it. I love the format. I love seeing the artwork big and bright, and it doesn't bother me at all. It bothers people when there's only one. Like when there's only one magazine size that comes out, then they don't have an excuse to get like a box. But there's enough of these coming out in this size and this format. You might as well just get a box and start collecting this way. Or you can just put them on the bookshelf. They actually have spines, and they also say, what the book is. So it's almost like having a book.
The DC Black Labels are great with these magazine format. And then what are your favorite horror stuff that Vault is doing? Is Vault doing magazine size or?
Oh, Aftershock does.
Aftershock.
Yeah,
okay.
Aftershock does a lot of one shots. We have one today that we're going to talk about. Who else does magazine ones? Source Point Press, Scout does sometimes. That's kind of it. But the fact that DC does them is the big thing.
Yeah.
It feels like maybe most of the Black Label books actually are in that format, which I think is great. I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I think it's weird that Soul Plumber isn't.
Well,
see, that's not Black Label. It's DC Horror.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Luis says, get a dinosaur with purple pants in the store.
That's easier. I can do that.
George is asking if everything is eventually going to be that format. I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Go to Europe, they are.
Yeah. I never do this, and I'm kind of embarrassed, but can you add one of those Wonder Woman Historia main covers to my pull box? Luis says.
Who's the embarrassing person?
Luis Molina.
Luis Molina? What do you want me to do? Get off camera right now and put it in your box? I'll do my best to remember.
I'll send Ryan a text.
I'll do my best to remember. That's always why.
Only if you pipe down, Luis.
Send an email. I'm gonna forget. I'm like a dog, a goldfish rather. I'll do my best to remember.
Hey Ryan, are there any Marvel books?
Yes, there are. Can we talk about them?
Let's do that.
Okay, lots of big Marvel stuff this week. These are all supposed to be spread out, I think, over last however many weeks. But again, all these delays. So we have some big books this week. Starting with a new Star Wars series, Star Wars Crimson Reign. Don't know what it is. Can't tell you anything about what's going on with it, but people are pretty excited.
Don't tell me it's a crossover.
It's not a crossover.
It's a series.
It's a series.
Okay.
But there may be some tie-ins, most likely. Hey,
I'm still recovering from.
Forget it, Jack. It's Chinatown. It's comic book.
I'm still recovering from the War of the Bounty Hunters.
War of the Bounty Hunters was too long. This is not that crazy, I don't think. Okay, we have a couple of covers to go along with it. This is Clayton Crane. Clayton Crane doing Darth Vader. Very cool.
That's dope.
And I'm not sure who this artist is, but we got some Jabba's Palace action going on.
Jabba Nowana.
I don't know what this is. I'm not following the Star Wars comics, so I couldn't tell you. I'll tell you this is not the High Republic stuff. That's for sure. This is definitely like the more forward, modern.
Well, it's by Charles Soule.
Yeah, so Charles Soule only does the main stuff, like Darth Vader and the main Star Wars book and stuff like that. Yeah, I have no idea. This character, the one on the cover, her, looks like Daenerys from the
from the
Han
Solo movie.
But I'm sure that's not who that is.
I got a quick little thing here. After the dawn comes the rain. The story that began with War of the Bounty Hunters continues here, in the second installment of a trilogy that will reshape the history of the Star Wars galaxy during the Age of the Rebellion, featuring the return of beloved characters, shocking twists, epic feats of the Force, and a story that will reach from the Star Wars darkest underworld all the way to the Imperial Palace in Coruscant. Crimson Reign is a Star Wars saga like no other. So, since it's the underworld, I bet you that is her.
Okay. And that makes sense because it's not like it was that much later. That actually makes sense. I mean, is there any doubt with this cover?
No, it's that baby. You look. Is that Daenerys right there?
Oh yeah, that's her.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Emilia Clarke?
Amelia Clark. This is the Lopez variant, 1 in 25 ratio variant, 1999. And there was a 1 in 100, and I did get it, but it has already been snagged.
No way.
It's
How
already
dare they?
been snagged.
How dare they?
Snagged. People are really excited. That was going for a lot of money.
Her name was Kira, everybody, but it's
Yeah.
spelled QI apostrophe RA. Kira.
They got to keep coming up with names
Yep.
somehow. For the main Star Wars book, we have a 1 in 25. These have been going for not a ton of money, but this one's going for a little bit more money online. I don't know why people are more excited about it. Is that supposed to be Obi-Wan, you think?
I don't know. Is it supposed to be Luke?
I mean, that's Luke with the yellow lightsaber.
And then Obi-Wan on the rock?
It's just because he has a beard,
Yeah.
kind of. So I have no idea, but people seem to be a little bit more excited about this variant than the last few. So 1999 for that 1 in 25. And that's it for Star Wars stuff. We're getting to Marvel Universe now.
Eduardo says, sounds like the events after Solo. Adam's in big trouble because Adam Hernandez says, Marvel, 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 fire, 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 fire. Put a fourth fire in there.
fires?
Trouble,
We're
Adam.
getting into a firearms race.
And then Eduardo says, Mother of Dragons. Yes. Matt asks, did you guys hear about this crazy Taschen Spider-Man book that's going for $600?
No.
I don't know. Taschen,
Taschen makes like, in my experience, Taschen makes like giant, like really nice coffee table books, kind of. So no, but I don't carry Taschen stuff. It's too expensive. Okay. Can I keep going?
Yes, please.
All right. We have some new Marvel series. We have Captain America Iron Man, I guess some sort of team up book. Beautiful cover here by Alex Ross. Inside doesn't look too shabby. Let's see if I can find some.
Have they done that before? I know they did a Marvel team up, but they've never done a series straight up like they do with Batman, Superman, right? Like this?
Yeah, I guess not, but they should. There's no reason not to.
That's great.
You know, Marvel team up and all that kind of stuff. Can you guess who the most excited person in the world is for this comic?
Oh, Wendy.
Probably Wendy. Two of her favorite characters there. Here's what I'm really excited about because there hasn't been a lot of big releases from Marvel, and I'm hoping that this is one. We finally have the first issue of Devil's Reign.
Yes.
Spinning out of the Daredevil stuff mainly. Chip Zdarsky and Mark Cicchetto. But this is seems to be an big event miniseries that deals with all the kind of street level Marvel superheroes. Luke Cage, Spider-Man, Daredevil, et cetera, et cetera.
Is Hawkeye in it?
Not in the cover.
Show us some art. Oh, that's dope.
This is great timing because they just announced what? What did they just announce?
Charlie Cox is going to be the Daredevil of the MCU, which is so confusing to me because those Netflix shows did take place in the MCU.
Yeah.
But going forward, they're
future appearances.
They're not recasting. So the whole speculation is when is he going to come up first?
Sorry, I got distracted by the She-Hulk advertisement that says buy this book or I'll rip up all your X-Men books with no resurrections.
Wow, that's pretty funny.
That's the classic John Byrne cover. A lot of different covers for Devil's Reign. Here we go. Scotty Young doing the Woman Without Fear.
Is she just called Daredevil as well, or
just Daredevil?
Daredevil heiress
right now. Peach Momoko doing a very kind of more nuanced.
Love that Peach Momoko
cover for that. Very great. Very cool. I'm impressed with this one. This is a Mark Bagley. I think the colors are really popping on this. This is supposed to be a connecting cover. So again, opportunity here to pimp out your wall. Very cool.
I love it.
Big old red blank cover. And now we got some ratio variants. We have. I'm going to start with this one because actually the best one is the 125. We have a 1-in-50 ratio variant by John Romita Jr.
Well, I was about to say that feels very kick-assy.
It's very kick-assy because that's the
That's
same
great.
artist.
Yeah.
It's a very cool cover. Love the colors on this, by the way. And check out this In-Hyuk Lee 1-in-25. Very cool. I think this cover is going to...
Down a little bit?
Yeah. I think people are going to want this cover. I think it's really cool.
That's awesome.
It's really cool. So Daredevil versus Kingpin.
How much is that one?
Right, prices. John Romita Jr. 1-in-50, going for below ratio at $29.99. And you can tell that this one's a little bit more popular because it's 1-in-25 is going for $19.99.
Now, do you like your Kingpin oversized like that, or do you like your Kingpin more realistic looking?
No, you remember Into the Spider-Verse where it was just a wall with a face?
Yeah.
That's what I want.
But you don't want to see him like that in live action, do you?
If I can figure it out. This is why I love Into the Spider-Verse so much. Is because comic books are an exaggerated artistic art form, and things like Spider-Man's eyes going like this, or like Batman's eyes going like that, and these things that you can't accomplish. You have to do weird things to make them work in.
Yeah, when they did that in Deadpool and the new Spider-Man, his eyes.
You just do it, right? It's fine, but you're right. You probably couldn't have a couldn't have a Kingpin that looks like, I don't know.
Well, because there's a rumor that since Charlie Cox is coming back, that our boy Vincent D'Onofrio,
and that's
coming back as Wilson Fisk.
Yeah,
but
fantastic.
There's thoughts that they might change the way he looks to make him look
good
the way you want him.
Yes, I love how big Kingpin is. It's always been. I think that's cool. I love that he's just huge. And he's just, I imagine that he's just, people say, fatso. Like, no. He's like he's like a cannonball. That's the way I think of him. By the way, shout out, he's not a Daredevil bad guy. He's a Spider-Man bad guy. And Daredevil stole him. That's what he was originally Spider-Man.
He's got feelings.
Just so you know.
Just so you know. Very cute. And I personally love Kingpin versus Kingpin in the Ultimate Spider-Man run. There's a part where Ultimate Spider-Man he takes out he's like, and just when I have something to tell you, just 1 second, he pulls out a piece of paper and then he just literally starts saying your mama's so fat jokes to Kingpin. And he's like, nobody's ever done that to me before in my life. He gets really mad. It's great. Okay, moving right along. Hey, Hawkeye. It's almost like there's a Hawkeye show on TV. We got Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. I'm not sure who any of the people are that are working on this book. But I was sure to get an ample supply of this beautiful Phil Noto cover. Love it.
Oh, it's very cool.
Love it.
Who's over there with a gun?
Don't know.
She's got Lucky the pizza dog there, though.
Yeah. Pizza dog is in tow.
James,
you have to let you out, bud. Do you need me to let you out? Okay. I was gonna say. If you think you can do it without knocking everything over, because it's really expensive equipment that he'll make you buy.
Yeah, no knocking, no buy.
How about over here?
Megan's working on a cute little, was that a Canva ad, Megan?
Yes.
Are you going to debut it during the show or are you going to post it later?
Oh, I guess I can. I didn't plan on it, though.
Okay.
But I can
Megan came up and took pictures of us, and she's making a really funny advertisement of me and Ryan making funny faces.
I think it would be a nice intro for you guys, although we're missing Steven.
Oh, you want to actually have that as part of the show? That might be cute.
Just like as the intro, I was going to put like funny music.
Oh, that'd be fun. I like that. A couple comments here. Eduardo says, Ryan, actually, Spider-Verse is great. The beauty of comics makes the executions actually pay off. I love my Kingpin. Huge.
Yes.
Are you just quoting Ryan, Eduardo?
I don't know. It's fine.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm a quotable person.
Luis says, all I want is Batman to have white eyes in a live action movie. Well, they kind of did that a couple times real quick. They did that real quick in Dark Knight.
But did they squint? Because that's the whole point.
Wow, he just wants them to squint.
They got to squint.
And Eduardo also said earlier, after the dawn of X comes the reign of X. Sounds recycled. Adam wants to know if you're making our faces look like Calvin and Hobbes faces. That would be cool. No, they just look like our normal silly faces. All right, back to Ryan.
Okay. We also have Marvel Voices Community.
How many of these? They've done so many of these.
Yeah, but they haven't done the Hispanic one yet. So here it is.
We go. That's not community. Say that correctly.
Comunidades.
Ask this. ask the one.
¿Cómo se dice community in español?
La community.
Great. Perfecto. Mi español es muy mal. Thank you.
My Espanol is non
Existado.
there.
So very cool. You've seen these before. Focusing on some of the minority characters in the Marvel Universe, specifically ones of Latin descent. Very cool cover here for White Tiger. Speaking of George Perez, I think George Perez created that character because there was a super duper ratio variant for this that I did not qualify for with George Perez artwork on it.
I'm gonna adjust the camera for 1 second.
That's fine. You can do that. Really cool cover here. Not familiar with the artist, but beautiful cover here for America Chavez. And then another cover with all your favorite characters, including Reptile.
Reptile. And Miles Morales is there because he's half
Puerto Rican. Okay. That is, we are almost done with Marvel. A couple of ratio books. X-Men number 5. We have a 1-in-25 ratio variant by Jamie McKelvey, who you might know for Wicked and Divine and his Young Avengers run with Kieran Gillen and all kinds of stuff. I think that's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Rogue and X-23 doing the fastball special.
Who normally does that?
Wolverine and Colossus, I believe. And then Hellions is ending this week with issue 18. So they had some few different covers and did a 1-in-25 ratio variant here for, always forget who this character is. Madeline Pryor? I think Madeline Pryor. That's it for Marvel. We did it, guys. We did it.
Yay.
All right. Indie books and then some graphic novels, and then we're going to go home. Okay. New Boom Box series, excuse me. So this is kind of more of a going for a young adult kind of cartoon flavor called Buckhead. This was returnable, so I just got them. I don't know anything about it. On the back, there's a little 8-bit heart thing, so maybe it has something to do with video games. No idea. You come in, you flip through it, you let me know what's going on. Buckhead. But it's returnable, so we give it a shot. We also have some ratio variants to go along with it. 1-in-10 ratio variant. This does this because this is it's a Final Fantasy homage. It's a Final Fantasy 7 homage. I'm enough of a nerd to catch that. So this must be about video games. That's a pretty cool cover. That should be going for more money, actually. Okay. I'm excited because I'm not even that into wrestling, but this looks like a lot of fun. So I really love this creative team. John Lees and Alex Cormack. Alex Cormack drew Sea of Sorrows last year, the scary underwater submarine, scary mermaid book, and Road of Bones, which is another favorite of mine. And John Lees has written all kinds of creepy stuff. So this is sure to be pretty good. The Crimson Cage, a horror wrestling comic.
So cool.
That's a great cover. I need to see if I can get. I think it's already out of print. I wish I had ordered more. This looks like a lot of fun. I'm not a huge wrestling guy, but I know a lot of our customers are. But I am way into horror. Very cool. Yeah, I like Alex Cormack. Alex Cormack is somebody that I want to try to get some original art from for CSROs, and I found out that he pencils, but he digitally inks. So if you bought original art from him, it would not be inked; it would just be pencils. Here's a new Dark Horse book this week called Daisy. People are excited about this. Again, I'm sorry. I usually read this stuff and have some kind of it looks neat. I don't know anything about what any of this stuff is because I haven't had a chance to read anything yet. But the artwork looks good. Oh, wow. Look at that. Don't see that very often. Okay. Big new book from Vault. I'm excited to read this. It looks like kind of a werewolf comic called Lunar Room.
Your favorite company?
Vault's probably my favorite publisher right now. Cynthia Sinbreaker used to be a lot of things: a werewolf, a mob enforcer for a powerful mage, a name feared on every street of Solar City. But now she's forcibly retired from all those things. So it's a noir. It's a dark urban fantasy.
Signed me up twice.
It's pretty fun. All right, that's Lunar Room. We have ratio variants to go along with it. I have a 1 in 5 that I'm only selling for $5. That looks like Daniel Gooden, artist from Barbaric and The Rush more recently. Here is the 1 in 10, which I think might be an homage to Bite Club. It's a pretty kind of a deep cut. And finally, a 1 in 25 ratio variant here for $14.99. Werewolf fans, take note. Okay. Just always like to, this book is trucking along. People are jumping back onto it. We got Silver 7, number 7. Love this book. Each issue tells its own little horror story. This one's written by Rom V, and we have a lot of fans. Silver Coin, excuse me. Silver Coin issue number 7.
There's a lot of 7 books that were out there. 7 Secrets, 7.
Yeah. Silver Coin, the only thing that really threads everything together is this cursed coin. So it's kind of fun to see the different things that they're. That's a lot of sex on that page. I can't show you that. There's a lot of fun things to do with the coin. The last issue was a arcade story. This one's a gambling story,
Nice.
which makes sense. Big hit number 1, second issue here. What's the furthest place from here? I love the first issue. We saw plenty of it in here. Amazing artwork by Tyler Boss. It's sort of post-apocalyptic, meets like Lost Boys, meets kind of the Warriors, meets like, music stuff. We're really into like music. In fact, there were supposed to be these vinyl records that were supposed to go along with these, but they never came out.
How dare they?
How dare they? So very cool. What's the furthest place from here? We got issue 2. We got some ratio variants here for you. 1 in 15. This is one of the rival gangs. There's something that they haven't revealed yet, but there's something in this like universe where something happens to you when you reach a certain age, and I don't know what it is, but all the people that are left in this kind of dystopian post-apocalyptic landscape are all young. They're all under a certain age. And here's the 1 in 25. This is actually kind of neat. So the 1 in 25 for number 1 was very similar. I think they're going to make a map when you connect them together.
A map, really?
Yeah, kind of cool. All right. And then we have, speaking of those magazine format, we have Tales of Mother F. Goose. Another one-shot from Aftershock, which actually I ordered a fair amount, and a lot of people asked for them in the last minute. So I only have 1 copy of the main cover left, but I think it's still orderable from Diamond. But really, the big reason why this pinged on everybody's radar, and I had a few customers bring it to my attention, is that check out that ratio variant. Yeah, that means we got another Pulp Fiction homage cover.
Yeah.
And I got 1 for me and 1 for the store. My copy is already up high where nobody can get it. This one, if you'd like to buy it, is $17.99. And it's drawn by Amanda Connor.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, it's a nice surprise. Okay, last up, we're going to talk about some graphic novels. DC had the most this week. Marvel had none because delays, I guess. It's really annoying. We have Batman Urban Legends. So first volume of the new series. That's sort of a anthology style series, right? That's Urban Legend is lots of short stories.
What's funny is that some of it's actually tied into proper, like, let's tie it into actual continuity,
right?
Which is strange, right, for like an anthology book.
Very cool. 30% off, by the way, on all of our graphic novel merchandise. This is one I'd like to read sooner than later. Superman and the Authority.
Just finished that, actually. So that book made no sense to me until it did.
Oh.
Grant Morrison, as we know, is a weird-ass writer.
That's true.
Both Ryan and I love him. And I was like, this book makes no sense. It doesn't tie into what's happening in the Action Comics.
That's right up your alley.
And then it does. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now.
I love the Authority. I think those are really cool characters.
Yeah.
If you don't know who they are, they shouldn't matter too much.
You'll like it.
But Manchester Black will win your heart.
And that art is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is Mikhail Janine, right? Yes.
So good.
With a color by Jordi Belair. So that's a winner. That's a total winner. Another total winner. I unfortunately not been able to keep up with it because same excuse as always. I'm busy. We have the Swamp Thing. This is the new series by Ron V and Michael Perkins. And I loved what I had read of it so far, but I have not had a chance to read it anymore. But people seem to really be enjoying it. The artwork in this book is insane, from what I remember. Find some pretty impressive stuff here. I remember that one. From
You're
the first
pretty
issue.
impressive, Ryan.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. All right, so check that out if you want to know what's going on with Swamp Thing in the current DC universe. We also have Truth and Justice, another anthology title of sorts. I'm not sure exactly. I think this is just kind of all over the place, focusing on different characters. So you might get a Vixen story, or I don't know what other people they did in here. You might have a Zatanna story. You might have a Red Hood story. Batwoman. Kind of runs the gamut. Different creative teams. All right. Pretty excited about this. They reprinted Amazing Screw-On Head. One of the screwier. I can't say that word.
Sounds pretty screwy to me.
Comics by Mike Mignola. Really love this stuff. And I'm curious if the thing in the back. Nope, they took it out. Or did they? Did they? Yeah, it's not in here anymore.
Oh, did they?
There's an Eisner-winning short story that he did with his daughter. That's really cool, but that's not in here. Anyway, Amazing Screw-On Head. Check it out. That's one of the few things they did. They animated that for Cartoon Network, and they had like a really good voice cast, and I thought it turned out really great. Mike Mignola hated it because they were trying to ape his art style, and all he could see was how they were doing it wrong. We have hey Grendel fans. Grendel's going to be a thing soon because I think it got announced for something.
Yep, Netflix.
So this is the more recent Grendel story. This poor thing got smashed by the pandemic. It was like kind of right in like the middle of its storyline. It finally finished out its issues, and now they have it in a big, nice hardcover. Grendel, Devil's Odyssey. So it's like a future Grendel. Future Grendel. And then last, I have a Sonic the Hedgehog, because we have Sonic the Hedgehog fans in here for sure. Sonic the Hedgehog Encyclopedia. Oh, I see. Because he's got to go fast, you see. So 30 years of Sonic the Hedgehog Encyclopedia.
A couple comments here we're behind on. George Perez Matt Schaefer was bringing up the George Perez news. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier at the top of the show, Matt. As Mr. Chang was talking about how, yes, he did create White Tiger in the pages of Deadly Hands of Kung Fu magazine. That's very cool. Luis says Silver 7. Isn't that usually reserved for second place? Yes. Jokes. Jakoshi on YouTube, hello, YouTube watcher, says, I still don't understand how Superman was alive during the JFK time. Yeah, that was very funny. Because this book, the Superman versus but Superman and the Authority.
I just assumed it was like an alternate dimension.
It sets up as an alternate dimension thing, but it's not. Okay. So I think it somehow had to do with multiple Earths. I'm not quite sure. I need to look that up, but that is a very good question. Luis says, Swamp Thing, is he the Thing's brother with personal hygiene problems? We need to get some of these people on stand-up.
I tell everybody they need to start putting their type 5s together.
Sven says, Grendel fan here. Jakoshi also says, if that was the case, Luis, I would just call him Man Thing. Oh, nice.
Giant size Man.
Luis says, also, Ryan, I just sent an email about the Wonder Woman story.
I appreciate it, buddy. I'm sorry my memory sucks, which is why I ask people to not make requests during the stream. It's not because I don't like you. It's not personal. That's it. I'm out of stuff. I do have an Instagram comment. Megan, the Bronze was the hangout in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
That's
the
right.
Bronze.
It was.
The Bronze.
The Bronze. Good call.
Derek has already started digging into his box, so now he's all distracted. And do you have any questions for us?
I do, but I want to talk about some things.
Okay. Well, then you have to talk about them.
Well,
Can you do that and look about comics at the same time?
Yeah, you talk about something else.
Sounded like a big fat no to me. What do I have to talk about? I'm so damn busy in here in the store.
Watch any good shows, right?
No, I don't do anything.
What do you do?
We watched. I told you we watched Home Alone 2. I'll talk about Home Alone 2. I'm going to talk about Home Alone 2. Yeah. Here's my type 5 on Home Alone 2. Okay, Home Alone 2 is great. You know, I love the Home Alone, the original Home Alone. And Home Alone 2 is also awesome. I think it's really funny. We just take for granted sequels that do like literally every beat in the first movie.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of fun. Here's one of the things that really tickled me about that movie. So just like in the first movie, the second movie ends in a stinger, right? So the first movie, the stinger is, Kevin, what did you do to my room? Right. And so, he's in trouble with Buzz. You ruin the nice moment of him looking out the window at the guy who shovels the snow, the old man.
Yeah.
And in the second movie, it's the same exact thing, except he's thinking about the pigeon lady, which is also kind of funny that it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to keep being rich now. See ya. Have fun being poor in Central Park and homeless. But he gets interrupted by his father, who says, Kevin, you spent $900 and something whatever dollars on room service. And he goes like that, and that's the end of the movie. So when I was a kid, I remember watching that and just being, I get the joke. I watched him the ice cream and the limousine drive and all these kinds of things. It's a lot of money. Now, maybe I'm going to show my bouginess right now, but I mostly just think this movie must come out in 1993 or whatever it was that came out. I'm like, that's not that bad. He took all of his Christmas cash, all vacation cash, and his credit card, and he's angry about the $900 room service bill that should be like, it seems like from that movie, like today, by today's standards, should be like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, 100%.
That's it. I found that funny, and my wife and I found that funny. Yeah. So there's an SNL skit where oh god, what's her name? Who played Cheetah in the
Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig plays the pigeon lady, and it's pretty funny. It kind of gets at that whole. It's just like Kevin, like, well, all right, see you later. I'm gonna go get being, how can I stay in your room in the plaza? Anywho, yeah, Home Alone movies are great, and that's Chris Columbus directed that one.
Yes.
And we don't have movies like this that are like funny but have like a little bit of edge and bite to them.
That's true.
And it's insane how much he hurts the Roger Stern and Joe Pesci. They really go through it.
Yeah.
They've got
a lot of boo-boos.
Full on cartoon character. He turns into a skeleton
Looney
face
Tunes.
at one point when he's getting electrocuted.
Yes, that's true.
One more not funny thought. I also remember when I was a kid watching Home 2, and then he's like, what's the best toy store around here? The limousine driver. He's like, I know just the place. And I got all excited. I was like, oh boy, here we go. And here's a little insight into Ryan's soul.
Okay.
I remember, I have a distinct memory of him getting to the toy store and being like, what the hell is this? This place sucks. Where's all the G.I. Joes? Where's all the Transformers? Where's all the He-Man? Where's all the play sets and the vehicles and the things and the stuff? This is all old-fashioned toys that people played with when they were in the 30s or something. Of course, now as an adult, I appreciate the beautiful, wonderful Duncan's toy store. That's like what's that?
It's a good point, though.
I mean, it's just me,
If I was a kid, I'd be like, oh.
I was like, ooh, here we go. State-of-the-art toys. We saw you already showed me the Talk Boy. What else is he going to show me? And I was like, I've seen Nutcrackers, man. I am not impressed. This sucks.
You wanted to see the Toy Story scene from Big.
Yes. And that's so immediately my wife clapped back. She's like, what about Big? I'm like, Big wins in this department.
Yes.
Because even though he's talking about how bad their Transformers is how to make it better, it's still Transformers. And he plays a computer game. Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
There you go.
Where did he even find the slime? He had the slime? Where did he even find that? Where was the slime section there? There was no slime section.
There was.
All right, that's it. I'm done.
Luis wants to know if you can maybe host an open mic night at the store for stand-up.
Sure. If we wanted to make it all comic book themed or nerdy stand-up or whatever.
Sven wants to know if you're still considering renaming Pulp Fiction.
It's always on the table. I would threaten all of you with changing the store name at all times. You should always feel threatened. Nobody feels more threatened than Derek. He hates change, and every time I bring it up, we're doing it right now. He's making a face that's like I'm making his world less sure and less.
There's a whole display thing in the back of Pulp Fiction covers. What are we gonna do if the store name changes? Sven says Pop Fiction. How about Pop Fiction? It's just all dogs. Lauren Johnson says, any copies of Heathen from Vault left?
Heathen.
Pirate book.
Aftershock book. And yes, I have some still. I don't know if I have any number 2s or if it even came out yet, but I do still have number 1s. They're not on the shelf, but I think I know where they are. So just ask me.
Send them an email.
I liked Heathen.
Sven says, Pulp Fiction, but spelled PH.
All right, that's enough.
ICT.
All right, pipe down.
Louis says, may I propose changing the store's name to Pipe Fiction?
Pipe Fiction is actually now Pipe Fiction is.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, so before I get into anything else, did you show some of these books, Mr. Ryan? Did you show Blade?
I didn't.
Doctor Strange Blade?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so there's been how many of these Death of Doctor Strange books?
I don't know, but I keep getting them mixed up with the Darkhold.
Darkhold, yeah, because there was just a Darkhold book. So this is a new #1 that came out this week, and I almost said the animation, but the art actually looks very cool.
It does look
cool.
cool.
So Death of Doctor Strange Blade. I don't know why I want to mention this, but did you talk about Inferno at all?
No, just because people know about it or they don't.
It's #3 that came out.
That's right.
But I know you had a boat ton of #1s.
Yes, quite a few.
But this is #3 now, and I just like this Peach Momoko cover a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then who does?
That's also Peachy. She got 2 covers this week.
This is both.
Yeah,
double Peach,
double Momoko,
double
Peach.
Your Momoko for your thing. You didn't bring up Dark Knights of Steel, did you?
I didn't because I don't have very many.
Okay, sorry, but
that's okay. I'm going to try to get more. I did get a few more copies of issue 1, but I feel like I don't have enough copies of issue 2. But we'll see.
I love that Black Lightning is like a king.
Yeah, I really dug the first issue. I think everybody did, except for no, you didn't. You didn't like it because they changed things.
I liked it, but oh look who's introducing this issue, Megan. It's Wonder Woman. Yeah, I don't know if don't like is the right way, but they definitely made some big changes to some things here, to some canon. But it takes place in whatever, right? In medieval times, so they can do what they want. You mentioned this, but did you show it?
No, I did not show it.
So this is the end of the Fear State saga of Tinian, and to be honest with you, I don't know if you have to have read all the tie-ins. I'm behind on my tie-ins, but I've been reading the main storyline through the Batman book, and it's good. It's really good. Here's Miracle Molly here, one of the 50 million characters that Tinian created. Ryan said he's almost out of this. Do you know if you're going to get a second printing of this?
Image Comics has said that they are not doing any
anymore.
second printings until further notice.
So jump on this book, guys. Hopefully they'll come out. It's Mark Millar, so it'll come out in trade. But this was my pick of the week last week. Did you get a chance to read it, Ryan?
I did. I liked it a lot.
It was really good.
I really love Matteo Scalera.
I mean, it's like a whirlwind of action in the beginning.
Yeah, that was a little much.
I almost didn't know what was going on for a little bit.
It took a second. He has unlimited bullets.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's another kind of old man's last ride kind of story, and those are always fun.
Yeah, I definitely like the idea of where it's going of, he's got 6 months left to live, and he's going to go out with a bang. I don't think you had a lot of the shelf for this one, but Justice League Dark.
I got a few. They just ended up on the box over here.
So this was another thing that this storyline has been going in the background of the Justice League book.
Yeah, I don't like it.
And it's really good.
Yeah,
the artwork's really good.
Yeah.
I don't want to put too much shade on Mr. Actually, the artwork's different here on Mr. Bendis, but the backup story has almost been better than the than the A story. So we'll see how this goes. Did you mention Robin annual?
I didn't because it sold out.
The Robin another annual, and then no one's getting this but me. But this is the best Superman book out there right now, story wise.
Actually, this looks like they finally got into like Mongol and him like on War World. Yeah, that sounds interesting. But Derek doesn't sell off them all anymore.
And he's got look who's there with him, Ryan. Yeah. The Authority.
Yeah,
tying in the Superman and the Authority. And man, the artwork is so flipping good. It's is it Clayman or Mikhail Janin?
From here, it looks like Clayman.
Well, this issue is done by a Clayman clone, someone named Miguel Mendonica. No shade against you,
looks
Miguel,
good,
but still looks really good. And then here's another annual. Did this sell out or not sell out? But did you not? Detective.
I did not order enough.
That cover is dope. That's Mr. Fabok, right? I think.
Yeah.
And then what's going on here? is as a prelude to Shadows of the Bat. Do you know what story that is going to be, Ryan? Shadows of the Bat?
Shadows of the Bat, I think, is a new series.
It's a new series?
Yeah.
Well, as Arkham rises, heroes fall. Batman and what's his name? Robin #1. What's up with this?
I only got them for people that asked for them.
Well, I asked for it.
Well, hopefully you got one.
Who is this? It's Rob Liefeld.
That's true. He has his fans.
It's Deadpool, but he's Carnage. I don't know what's happening here, but it's worth the price of admission. X-Force Kill Shot.
They tried to paralyze me with 10 billion connecting covers to that. I said, I'm not playing your game. People can be the pre-ordered or I'm not getting it.
This is random, but I just like.
No, that's a great cover. I got, I think, one of those on the shelf.
So I just wanted to give a shout out. Megan.
Yes. Nice.
That's for you. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's the last
Buffy the last Vampire Slayer.
Yes, indeed. So it's a
The
future
last one.
future one. What's up with this book?
I don't know, can't see it. What is it? I don't know, but I showed some artwork while you were walking around. It looks really cool.
You did show it?
Yep.
See, sometimes I don't pay attention to the show that I'm
That's okay.
filming and producing. Actually, I had to use the restroom, I think. But I'm excited about this.
Yeah, it looks good.
Did you show? You probably didn't show this because it's number 2, but I just want to give it some love. Nightmare Blog #2.
I did not show it, but yes.
And this is
I have copies of that all on the shelf.
Spinoff of Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
People are always asking for POC. Why I don't know what terminology is, books, and this is I think written and drawn by folks of color. So
There you go.
and because Stephen Howarth is not here, I have to give a shout out to this
Yeah, first issue was great. Love it. Didn't
Look at
read the
this.
second issue yet.
back cover here. But look, this is totally Justice League International. Guy Gardner and Marcia Manor. Human Target book 2 looks awesome. Derek would never leave the pipe fiction store. How dare you, son? Adam says Momoko squared, yes. And Louise says, if Pulp Fiction had an open mic night for stand-up, I'd probably just show a slideshow of all the memes I've made for the Facebook.
Yeah,
Well
that'll
done.
work.
Well done.
That's
So
a
Ryan,
multimedia presentation.
finish the show up. Wow, that's really cool. Megan made a really funny meme or thing. All right, Ryan, any other thoughts, questions, ideas?
I have to take a leak, and I still have to price a whole bunch of books. And
All right, so my quick question for the night is,
yeah, let's do it.
we have Captain America, Iron Man coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Iron Man, Captain America? Which order is it?
I think Captain America is first billing.
Perfect, as you should. You're the Marvel editor. What's your team up book that you have as a regular series now?
Oh, okay. It doesn't have to be. It can be anything.
Yeah, two characters. Two brothers.
I want to see. Question. I want to see what. I want to see pairings of people that are really like surprising. Like you would not want to. Just how the heck would they react to each other? All right, let's do Damien. And
Oh, you're doing DC.
oh, does it? I just assumed it could be anything.
It could be what I mean. It's your world. Whatever you
I
want.
mean, I do Brave and the Bold. All right, if it's a Marvel thing, then I'm gonna do the Hulk, and I don't know. I'm tapped out. The Hulk and the Thing, but a team up book,
A team up, not fighting.
not a fighting.
Okay.
I mean, that's okay if they fight a little bit, but they got to
I'll
team
go
up.
with that. I went with a. See, look, low battery here, but that's okay. We don't need to be on that camera. Oh, the Lumix died. Our cameras 2 and 3 both died coincidentally at the same time. All right, we'll just show Ryan's pretty face as we answer. I would go with Groot and the Human Torch
Oh, good.
because
For obvious
fire,
reasons.
fire, and trees. I think that'd be a funny crossover. How about you, Megan? Who would you like to see? 2 Marvel characters in a team up.
2 Marvel characters.
Or any 2 characters.
Gandalf and Doctor Strange.
Ooh, good
Ooh,
one.
I like that. I think that wins
That's
for
a
the
good
night.
one.
Sven says
So that one.
Rocket Raccoon and Howard the Duck.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. All right. Well, that's a show. We gave you new books. We gave you pop culture. We even gave you a silly little question. And Megan was here. How lovely. Yay. So if you ever want to check out me and Megan's stuff, you could go to DerekEasley.com. That's I just put the thing up here on the thing.
www.derekeasley.com.
And what do we do, Megan? Tell everybody what we do.
We do all the things.
All the
Anything
things.
video production related. from drone videos all the way to live videos such as this one, all the way to documentaries and feature films. Anything pop culture or video production related, you can count on Derek Easy Entertainment to get it done.
Oh,
There we go. We got the information on the screen right there. We have shooting with a restoration company coming up. We got more great Earth Breeze stuff coming out with product placement videos we're going to do. And then we have a Naples documentary we're going to do next year that we're working on. So same busy, doing good stuff. Joseph Perez says Venom and Squirrel Girl.
Yeah, sure. I can see it.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very good. All right, Ryan, who are you? Where are we? What is this?
What is time is a flat circle? What is a
Time is a flat circle.
what is a man? I'm Ryan. I'm here in the store.
And come see him and buy books.
Please buy books.
You should have a pull box, but if you do, buy your books, right, Ryan?
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Please buy your book. People have been pretty good. We've excised some of the fat. But yeah, there's, there is some stuff. There's some big products I see over here, some big figurines. It'd be nice if somebody came in and got, and some other things. So yeah, it'd be good.
Awesome. And then check out our Facebook group and all the other social medias and New Comics Wednesday.
New Comics Wednesday. It's a big one.
Sounds good. All right. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.